Okay, I'm the guard on the train today, and my main responsibility is the safety of the train. This is my guard's compartment, and what you see in here is this is the handbrake, which is put on overnight when the carriages are stable to stop the carriages from moving. Up this red one here is the emergency brake, called the setter, and the lever I would push up if we had to stop in an emergency, in any emergency. The dial you see there is the normal train brakes, which is a vacuum brake system. You'll see the lever go up and down as the driver puts the brakes on. What happens is that's connected to each wheel, where a brake comes on when he puts the brake on and the lever goes down. For the brakes all to come off, so that we can actually go, the dial has to be up round about number 20 pounds of vacuum. The rest of the equipment in here is for everyday running of the train. We have the train journals where I record the times of arrival and departure at each station, and any reason for any delay, the number of passengers, and anything else untoward or that might happen during the day. The rest is equipment to equip the toilets and equip the rest of the train. We have a tail lamp here, needs painted, but we have one on the back of the train. And we have to put one on the back of the train at each, when the engine moves from one end of the train to the other, the tail lamp has to always go on the back. And the train is heated by steam heating, and heating pipes are in here and the gauge is in here. The steam heating also comes from the engine through pipes to each carriage. I have the flags, the green flag, which I will wave to set the train off. From each station to let the driver know when to go, and the red flag, which is for an emergency. The whole carriage dates from the early 1960s and has been restored and has been back in service 2 years. This used to be used by the guard to heat his food. It's a little oven which you use by switching on the switch here and lifting it up and putting food in.
The actual working of the railway is divided into two parts. The Strathspey Railway Company are the actual company who are set up to work the railway. They deal with all the finances. Then there are the association, and the association of which I'm a member actually provide the working members to work the trains from the volunteer point of view. If you haven't got a job that you did before on the railway, and say for example that somebody wanted to be a guard on the railway. Now I have a trainee with me today. He's shadowing me and watching me so that he learns from what I tell him. In fact, he's been with us now for 3 or 4 days, so in fact today is the other way around. I'm following him, watching to make sure that he does his job correctly. But this is how we train our staff. And the locomotive crew is exactly the same sort of thing. You can't come on the railway and be a driver straight away. You have to start at the bottom end of the scale. You start as a cleaner, cleaning all the working parts of the engine in amongst the oil and the muck, and then you rise through the ranks from a cleaner, past cleaner, fireman, and then driver. But that's probably over 5 or 6 years. My working day starts at about 9:15 at Boat of Garton, which is where the train starts from, and I sign on as guard there. And I work through till about 4:45, 5 o'clock in the evening, after which I sign off and go home. Now on the locomotive side, the driver is on all day, from 6 o'clock in the morning, which is when the engine is fired up and they raise steam, until whatever time he gets back at night, which on this service is usually about 6 o'clock. Because it's very strenuous work, the fireman's job is split into 2 shifts. We have an early morning shift which starts at 6 o'clock and goes through till about 2:30, and then the fireman changes over and a fresh man comes on, and works through until the end of the day. But depending how many passengers you get, I mean, like today it's been very, very quiet, the guard's job is easy. On a busy day we can be on our feet all day without sitting down, but we still enjoy it.